Hi, everyone. Welcome back. I am back on here live for you. And today I want to talk about something that I think will be very helpful. So, as many of you know, I'm a licensed psychotherapist and I have practiced that for almost 13 years. I am a coach now, but something that I taught most of my clients, and I taught this to thousands of clients, very effective, and it helped so many people. In fact, I still have clients to this day reach out to me and thank me for teaching them what I'm about to teach you, and that is to help you master your emotions. And why is this important when it comes to manifesting? Not only for manifesting, but for your whole life, so that you stop giving your power away to others, into people and circumstances or the 3D. And by you taking the control back internally. And this is a very powerful technique and theory that I used again when I worked with my clients for years. And it still helps people out. And I love literally, I still have people following me on Instagram and I follow them, and I haven't seen them as a client for like years, and they're doing phenomenal. Okay. So their relationships are amazing. Everything in their life changes when they learn what I'm about to show you how to do this. And why is this important? Because when I hear people getting anxious and overworked and worried and doubtful, right? What that is, those are just emotions. So when you learn to master your emotions, you don't have to be in the way anymore. So manifesting is about letting go of old beliefs and old stories, because we automatically manifest. We don't have to learn how to manifest. It's already there. It's a built-in mechanism. So we're learning to get out of the way and to receive. And when you get doubting and worrying and anxious and afraid and worried, then you start manifesting those things that you keep reacting to and having emotional responses to. So when you master your emotions, then guess what? Clear shot. So, and I'm going to walk you through that. So for those of you who are new to my channel, my name's Rose, and I am a success and confidence coach. And I teach people how to get out of their own way, like we're doing today. All right. So that you can have the life that you dream of. So building your confidence and trust in yourself means really becoming highly focused and self-aware. To me, self-confidence means, and self-confidence, self-love, to me, that means I am highly self-aware of how I feel, how I think, how I behave, and I know how to master it. And I know that the power is within for all change. It's nowhere outside of me, but it's all within. And this is practice. This is not something that you're just going to be like, oh yeah, right. No, you have to decide to practice it just like anything else, right? You practice it and then it just becomes natural. You can use the power of your imagination to assume that this is going to be effective. By the end of this video, you're going to nail this and you're going to be able to get this really easy, really smoothly. And that speeds up, obviously, the whole learning process. Okay. So always remember you have the power within you that you can tap into to help you do this. All right. So let me see if I can turn on the chat. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. So, okay. So first of all, what I want to share with you is based off of a theory from Dr. William Glasser called choice theory. And there's a book written by him, then you can buy it on Amazon. And I recommend that you buy it as part of your self-development. So choice theory is all about that we are a product of all of our choices. Okay. So what he wrote, and this is what I taught my clients, is that all of our behavior, everything that we do, literally everything, is in an effort to have one of our 5 basic needs met. And that is either the survival need, food, water, shelter, whatever we need. Even this is reproductive system for sex. Love and belonging, to feel connected to romantic partners, professional partners, friends, whoever, we have the need to feel connected to others, okay? Also, the need to have fun, because we do need to have fun in our life, and that we can so we can relax and enjoy things. Also, we all have the need for freedom to make choices, to do whatever the heck we want, to feel like we're not being micromanaged and being told what to do. And that we can make choices for ourselves. And then the fifth one is power, and that is to feel empowered, to feel like you're achieving something in your life, that you have something that you're working towards, and that you belong to a part of something that's being built. And this gives us the feeling of empowerment. Now, mind you, these are psychological needs that we have as humans, okay? So why is this important? Because all of our behavior is based off of us trying to get one of those 5 needs met. So what I would do with my clients is that I would go through those areas of their life and ask them, where do they feel like it's lacking, right? Where do they feel like it's kind of like it's not good? Achievement, power, fun, freedom, all of those areas. Think about it. You can write those 5 down that I listed and ask yourself, where out of these 5 do I feel like I'm lacking? Where is it like dialed down? Because the way that you're acting right now, your anxiety, frustration, anger, control, your worry, your doubts, your fears, all of that is symptomatic of you trying to get one of these 5 needs done, okay? So it makes a lot of sense, and it gets really simple when you keep it simple. So one of those needs, or maybe a couple of those needs, are not being met. Now, one of the main ones, survival, is food, water, shelter. Well, that includes money. Okay, so if you're manifesting money or a new career, or a new job, or a new place to live, your premise is going to be survival. So the way that you feel, it might be anxious, angry, worried, all of those things are coming from the need to feel like I'm not surviving, and I need to have my basic needs met. Okay, so why is this important? Because your emotions are what are driving the show here as to why you're seeing results or you're not seeing results. Now, let me take it a couple steps further, okay? So one of the things that I loved intuitively, I selected to work with this choice theory is because it puts all of the power within. In other words, there's this external control desire, right? That people have the need to externally control, or there's an internal control. Now, external control is like saying, I'm trying to control the 3D. So when people try to externally control and change things around them so that they satisfy one of those 5 needs, they're going to feel anxious, doubt, fear, angry, scared, all of those emotions because they're trying to control it externally. Instead, what I would teach people is to internally control what they want to see different. Meaning how I react to things, how I see the world, what I want to see different, how I feel within inside. And these emotions are what you want to master. Okay, so now for all of you know, I love to draw pictures. So here is what I want to show you guys. So you, whoever's watching, is this little person. All right, this is your hair. This is an aerial view of you driving a car. Now, this is you. Your hands are on the steering wheel. You are in charge. So this whole car is total behaviors, everything that you're doing in an attempt to get what you want. So including being frustrated, angry, pushing, overreading, over trying, all of those things. This is all total behavior. Now, when you're wanting something, your desire, whatever it is that you desire to have, doesn't matter what the topic is, okay? You are saying, okay, cool, this is where I'm headed. Then let's say that you hit a speed bump, okay? Something happens, an undesired experience happens, a circumstance happens, something that you don't like happens in front of you, okay? Instead of saying, what happens is you hit a speed bump. Think about when you drive in a car, you hit a speed bump, okay? What we have control over all the time directly is what we're thinking and what we're doing. Whatever you're thinking and whatever you're doing, these are the things that you have direct control over. So acting is anything you do with your body, any action, dancing, spitting, sitting, sleeping, action. Thinking is anything that goes through your thoughts. Now, bottom here are your feelings and your physiology. So all your emotions, anything you feel happy, mad, glad, stressed, anxious, angry, or Physiology is what you feel in your body. When you feel stressed, you feel it in your shoulders. When you have a tummy ache, you might be angry, right? So people feel their emotions in their body. Here's the thing. Here's the secret sauce. Here is the power thing, okay? You, all of us, have a direct control over what we're doing and what we're thinking. And based off of what we're doing and thinking is what we're going to feel. So if you're feeling doubt about what your desire and what you're wanting to achieve, a goal or manifestation, if you're feeling doubt and you're feeling like it's not working, what this says is change what you're doing, any action, or change what you're thinking, because this is all we have direct control over. This is what this theory is saying. And it's very, very effective. Okay, if you're feeling stress in your body and you feel nauseated and you're worried, or you feel that butterfly in your chest and you're scared and you're nervous, whatever that sinking feeling is, right? By the time it gets here, you've already been feeling it. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's what people do. Something happens, circumstance happens in their life, okay? Something undesired happens, okay? What do? They start going out of control. They spiral out of control. And what does that mean? This little person, you, jumped out of the car or just like took their hands off their steering wheel and said, oh, well, screw it, whatever, it's over. I'm not going to get what I want and blah, blah, blah. What's happening? No one's driving the car. So the emotions and the physiological emotions, your body feelings, are taking over. So these two tires, they don't have much control. Think about how much control they have over the car. None. They just go one direction. No one's steering them. In fact, the steering wheel's not even connected to them. They just keep going, and pretty soon you'll crash. And that's when people have an anxiety attack, they'll have a meltdown, you'll start crying, you'll start freaking out, all of those things, because no one's driving the car, okay? And this, you driving the car, is directly, that's right, the steering wheel is connected to your thoughts and connected to your actions. So you at any time have the power and control to change your actions and change your thoughts. And when you do, your feelings change and your physical symptoms change. But the feelings and the physical feelings do not change on their own. You have to be the one to change them. So if I'm thinking thoughts that I'm not going to get what I want, right? What's going to happen? I'm going to start acting like this, and I'm going to start feeling sad or bummed, and then my body's going to be like lazy and not want to do anything. But if I say, no, screw this, I'm in charge, I know what I want, this is my desire, and I start thinking or doing differently, then I will get different results. Now, hi guys. Now let me give you some examples. I wrote down some examples. This is not an exhaustive list. This is like an eternal list as to, okay, well, what are some actions and thoughts that I can do differently? So for actions, I wrote down, okay, actions I can, if I'm doubting and I'm not feeling good, one of my things, I have the power to do these too. I can change my actions or my thoughts. So some examples, I can exercise, I can read, I can meditate, I can do breath work, I can dance, I can listen to music, I can clean my house, I can cook. These are just some examples, all right? Another, if I'm not feeling like I want to change my actions yet, and I just want to change my thoughts, okay, even better. Then what can I do? I can memorize something. I can start memorizing multiplication tables. You want to talk about this? These things will stop the doubting, stop the rabbit hole of like, oh my God, it's not working. I'm not getting what I want. It'll get you out of your funk of the rabbit hole that people go into, and anxiety and like thinking, oh my God, it's not going to work. This is where you have the power. You have these two tools at your disposal, okay? So in thinking, you can memorize whatever. You can memorize all the cities and capitals of the world. That will literally shut your brain down and make you focus on this, okay? You can learn a language, learn a complete new language. You won't be able to think about anything else because the mind is going to be super focused on this. You can read. When you're reading, it requires you to think and focus. Okay, so your thoughts are being utilized to think. You can choose a different thought. You can say, bullshit, I do get what I want. And you can affirm something. All right. You can meditate, because meditate is shutting thought down. And a thought comes in, you are training yourself to choose your thoughts. So I wanted to show you guys my little analogy there that I don't know how many times I have drone that car for thousands of my old clients and patients in therapy, and people get it. When they go apply it, then they have this visual of the car of like, okay, if I feel like I'm going down a rabbit hole, I can either change what I'm thinking or change what I'm doing. And sometimes it's easier to go change what you're doing if you're really stuck in your head. So you go change what you're doing, because when you start changing your action, what you're doing, you will start having different thoughts, because the mind's going to be focused on what you're doing. And in turn, your feelings are going to be different and your body's going to feeling different. And then guess what? We're back on track to your desire, to what you want and the direction you want to go in. So the idea is here for you to remain. This is what Neville says, remain in the state. This is remaining in the state. Staying on target, staying focused on what you want instead of taking sidetracks. So let's say if your car gets a flat tire, that's a circumstance, okay? The flat tire can mean anything. It can mean bills. It can mean whatever. It can mean a million things, okay? Or let's say that you run out of gas, okay? You're not going to give up just because you hit a circumstance. It doesn't matter, okay? Your job is to say, you know what? I have control over what I do and what I think all the time. So I can choose how I look at this, right? Or I can just say, screw it, whatever. This is taking too long. This is not working, blah, 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 right? And then you take your hands off the wheel and your little car is going to crash, and you're going to crash. You're going to end up hitting the wall. Good news is it doesn't matter if you crash or not, because you can still get back in the steering wheel and take control. And I guarantee you, the way that, I don't care what coach you listen to, I don't care what YouTube channel you listen to, what book you listen to, every single thing that everybody will tell you to do is you have to change what you're doing or change what you're thinking. There is literally, those are the only two options that you have all the time. So you either change what you do or you change what you're thinking, focusing on, like the listed example. So here's what I recommend that you do. 1, write down the 5 basic needs that I said at the beginning of this video. If you miss it, just rewatch it. Ask yourself, where in my life do I feel like I'm lacking in one of these areas? Because this is what I keep reacting to. This is what I keep responding to. This is probably what you're trying to manifest as well. So instead of trying to manifest something, I'm just going to focus on maintaining my focus and feeling okay. Okay, I'm not going to let my emotions or my body emotions take over here, because if I do, I'm not going anywhere. All right, so I'm going to stay stuck and I'm going to keep getting flat tires. No, I'm going to remain in the 2 areas that I know I have control over, what I do and what I think. This is going to give me a straight shot to my desire. So I want you to write down those 5 areas. And then I want you to make a list of all the actions and all the things that you can think about. Okay, like I said, the thoughts and the actions. I want you to make a list of all the things that you have access to. So why? Because these now become like your drop-down menu of options. So when you feel like you're going to spiral, or you feel like you're freaking out, or you feel like you can't control your negative thinking, or you can't control your thoughts, or you feel like you're getting overwhelmed, it's okay. It's okay. You can feel your emotions. And then I want you to tap into your little drop-down menu of like, all right, what can I do? What can I do for myself? Because all of these things feel good, right? And cleaning the house doesn't always feel good, but it's still an action that'll completely distract you, right? And also a list of thoughts, right? Of things that you want to do with your thoughts. So I gave you my example, right, of just some things that I can come up with. And all of my clients would come up with a different list, and they saw it effectively. They were like, oh my God. So every time I'm acting anxious, I'm getting mad, I'm getting frustrated, I'm doubting, it's that external control attempt to control people or the situations, which in turn make me feel out of control. So lastly, the thing that I really loved teaching choice theory to my clients about is that he said, and this was very like, when I graduated from grad school and I became a therapist, I was a little rogue. Like literally, I didn't know hardly anybody that was helping clients in therapy through this method. Most people were doing cognitive behavioral therapy or emotional, rational, emotive therapy, or all of these others. I chose choice theory because this puts you in the driver's seat and this puts you in the responsibility of what is happening in your life. I was always and still am about making you the one in charge of you. So focusing on external doesn't help. So one of the things that I really, really loved is he said that all psychological problems, meaning all the diagnoses, right, were attributed to a relationship problem. And people, when they would first see me, didn't get it. And when I explained it to them, the relationship issue, because they'd come in with anxiety or depression or family problems or work problems or whatever. And I would trace it back to a relationship issue. So it was either the relationship that they had with themselves was very poor or non-existent, or the relationship that they had with a family member or a coworker or someone else that they were trying to control this person to act or be different so that then in turn they could feel happy and be good. So when I would identify that relationship issue, the psychological issue would, guess what? Go away, because I would teach them how to be in charge of themselves. So anytime I didn't feel good, I turned to my actions or change my thinking, and I feel better in return. My relationships improve and I get what I want. All right. So I know that this was a lot, but I hope that this was helpful for you guys, because like I said, I used this theory for years, and I think I'm going to probably break down different bits and pieces of this, but literally, you guys, this is the easiest way to master your emotions that I have seen, and I've studied theory for years. And this was the fastest way. The other thing I loved about this theory, it did never allowed you to focus on the past. Like I did not go to the past and unpack the past with my clients, because it wasn't helping them to unpack it. It was just helping them to say, okay, this is my pattern, but this is why I'm feeling and behaving the way I am right now, is because of what has happened. So if you're trying to manifest a career, a person, or anything, and you're not seeing any change, it's because of the pattern that you have learned. So it's always the internal control. It's not external. You're not trying to get someone to be different. You're not trying to get someone to give you a job. You're not trying to change your pet even. No, it's all the internals, like inside, what am I thinking? What am I feeling? What am I doing? And I'm going to remain focused on my desire. And this is how I'm going to remain in the state of my wish fulfilled. I hope this makes sense. So, yay, I'm glad that chat came on. I know I haven't seen, I've been on a live. Hi, you guys. Hi. Oh my God. You guys are so cute. Oh, Marie, I know you'd like that, right? All this psych talk. Let's see. So glad you guys like it. I'm going to re-listen to this because my birthday is in 2 days. I'm really hoping, SD, stop hoping and stop focusing on that and focus on this. That is your secret sauce. I did see the post, and I want to tell you that the external focus you're putting way too much emphasis on the hoping, and I really hope, and I really hope. Think about why you're hoping for a manifestation so much, and ask yourself, what am I not giving myself that I'm putting so much pressure and emphasis on this happening? Okay. You want to be like, I don't honestly care if this happens or not. It doesn't make my birthday any happier. I'm going to have an amazing birthday no matter what. I already told the universe what I wanted. I don't care if it happens or it doesn't happen. I'm going to have fun. This is the attitude you want to go into that confidence in yourself and irrelevant of this thing happening. But what I see people do is they wind themselves up. Okay, they wind themselves up and hoping. And then they're like putting all this pressure on themselves. And guess what? This is where people find they're like, why didn't it happen? Because you put this thing, the manifestation, on a pedestal more than you did yourself. Like, you're the queen. This is your birthday. It's not the manifestation's birthday. It's your birthday. Okay, the focus is on you, not who's there or what you're getting. And it's like, no, how do I want to feel right now, today? And even a day or 2 days is like, okay, that's not here yet. What about right now? The focus all needs to be on you, trusting yourself, building your confidence in you. Okay. And if you feel like you fall off the wagon, so to speak, and you feel stressed and anxious, that's what things like these are for. You're like, okay, you know what? I'm literally, when you let go of the wheel, it's because you're putting the focus on the manifestation or on something or someone else other than you. You've taken your hands on the wheel, off the wheel. And if you take the hands off the wheel, meaning you're going to crash. Why? Because no one's driving the car. So you're going to have an emotional crash into a wall. And so instead, when you keep your hands on the wheel, that means that you're focused on you, and you, and you some more, and you some more. How? On, I can have anything. I am powerful. I'm going to go do my hair. I'm going to plan my whole birthday out. I'm going to have an amazing time. I don't care who's there, who's not there, because the queen is me, and I can't wait to celebrate my birthday. In fact, I can't celebrate to my lunch today, my dinner today. I can't wait to crawl into bed and have wonderful dreams. I'm so amazing. Do you see? The focus is on you right now. And if you take your hands off the wheel, that means that you are putting something or someone else in power and not you anymore. And that's not going to feel good. All right. I hope that makes sense, you guys. Rose, this is 24 karat. Hi, Hope. Oh, look at all the ladies in the house. Loving this. Yes, get out of your head. You know, this is about you being in charge. This is you. The focus is about you being in control of you. If you feel like you're not in control, you feel like you're anxious, you feel like you're spiraling, like things aren't going your way, all of that, then you want to put everything on hold and put the focus back on you. That means your hands are not on the wheel. Okay, so you want your hands on the wheel. You want to feel in control. Think about what a badass you feel like when you're in your car. You're like, yeah, right? Everything's going my way. If you don't feel that, right? If you don't feel that, that becomes your priority. That is where you want to be first before you start imagining or using a technique or whatever. And you're going to notice that you're going to not need techniques when you're really feeling yourself. What's that song? I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. I love that song. Let's see. You guys are so cute talking to each other. Yes. Thank you, Esty. Yes, I hope you get it. So no more focus. In fact, when people ask a question about how do I blah, 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 or what is it like, I'm just like, delete on those posts in the Facebook group. Those aren't getting approved because the focus is about you. How are you being a queen? How are you showing up for yourself? How are you being amazing for yourself? How are you spoiling yourself to do? What do you do to work out? What are some recipes? Notice all the questions that I ask and the things that I share. They're always about you, and you, and you, and you, and you. I don't care about anything else because you are the power. Everything else is extra. and you're going to get everything is queued up for you, right? But you got to become the man or the woman that already knows that she or he has it, that she gets everything she wants. And if you're not there, then you go back within, okay? Sleep with the meditations, right? Use these tools during the day. This is a perfect thing to use during the day, right? Because at nighttime it's cool because you can, like do those sleep time meditations. You don't have to. Those are not the end all be all of your change, okay? It's a cool hack for you to sleep with. It really is powerful. I love them. A lot of people use them. People that are sleeping with my meditations are using them. If you're doing email coaching with me right now, you know that I have that added in for you to use. So those are awesome. But then during the day, it's like, what are you doing? Where's your focus? What are you thinking? What are you doing? Because if it's not on you, right? If it's not on you, then it is in the wrong direction. It can't be about the money or the person or the things that you're wanting. No, that's in the wrong direction. That's external focus, right? That's the external focus. We want internal focus only, period. Nothing, not a must. All right. So I intend for all of you to use this, and I know that it's going to sink in. I know it's a lot, so you're going to want to rewatch this, but literally, I am showing you this is how you master your emotions. You tell your emotions who the boss is. I think about the back two tires of a car. They can't even turn. They can't make a turn to the right. They can't go to the left. What can they do? They don't do anything except for, what do? They follow your lead. They have to listen to what you're doing, actions, and what you're thinking, all your thoughts. So your feelings are literally at the mercy of all your actions and your thoughts. Think about that. So when you're feeling something and you're just sitting and you're just like allowing it to take over your life, okay, there's nothing wrong with feeling your feelings, but then don't sit there, okay? Because then they think that they get a big head and they think that they're in charge, all right? No, they're not in charge. But the only person that can really turn this around is you putting your hands on their steering wheel and taking charge. I'm going to change my direction. So think about your thoughts and your actions. Those are the front two tires. They can turn left, they can turn right, they can make a U-turn, they can do all kinds of things, right? The front two tires. And what are the back two? The feeling? They do nothing but follow. They're followers. Okay, so stop thinking your feelings are like, I can't control my feelings. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. 1,000% you can. All right. So, sleep meditation rocks. Yay. Hope. I'm glad you're listening to keep listening to it. Literally. I say minimum 21 to 30 days, but keep listening to it. Be persistent, be resilient. I'm like, no, until I literally feel every single thing in this meditation, whether it's the first one or the second one that I made, until I feel this and I start seeing results, I'm not giving up on myself. I will not give up on me. And that is what I want you all to do, is I don't want you to ever give up on your desires. You can have anything you want. You have no limits. If you ask the question, if you can have something, I'm always going to say yes, 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 yes. It doesn't matter what is happening. You can have whatever you want, okay? So why I teach trusting in yourself is because you really do want to trust in yourself. Do you have to trust yourself to manifest? No, because I'd be lying to you, because we manifest automatically. Okay. But why do people manifest things and then lose them? Why do they get hot and cold results? Right? Why is it they feel frustrated because they can't figure it out? Because they're putting their faith and trust in the manifestation, not in them. They're waiting for this thing to manifest for them to feel good. It doesn't work like that. Okay. You have to become that person that always gets what she wants, that feels the thing. It's like, if you already have your multimillionaire house or your car or whatever the heck it is that you're manifesting, right? How would you feel if you already had it for 5 years? Right? If it's already been going on and you've already had it for 5 years, you're not going to be jumping up and down excited. You're going to feel like, what else do I want? I got this. It's like, this is getting really easy. I'm like, gosh, I'm like, Let's come up with some ideas here. Do you see? You're going to be very confident, not cocky, confident in who you are, knowing that you can have anything you want. So that is what you're aiming for. So you can feel that right now without having an additional penny in your bank account, without having a person or a car or a job. You can feel that right now. How? By focusing on you. Focusing on you. When your thoughts want to go to a problem, when your thoughts want to go to the lack of it, when you're like, you know what, this isn't about me. Why am I even giving this attention? Like, get a little attitude on you, right? Say, you know what, these thoughts, how are these thoughts even about me? Okay. And here's another thing too, you can ask yourself when you feel you're having doubting thoughts or negative thoughts. Here's something else you can tell yourself. You're just like, wait a minute, no one's making me think this. Why am I thinking this? Is anybody making me think this? No. Is anybody making me feel this right now? No. Okay, so why am I thinking this? Why am I feeling this? Good question. No, I don't want to. So what can I do? I can change my thoughts or I can change my actions. Cool. Let's do that because that makes more me the focus. You get it? All right. So, I hope that you guys found gold here. I know you did. And I intend that all of you master your emotions because this, my loves, is not only the key to manifesting, it is a key to never feeling like a victim, never feeling like you're less than anybody, never allowing anyone never allowing anyone else to have power over you because they don't. It's literally a story, a belief that you tell yourself that you feel less than. And ask yourself, you're like, okay, if I'm in charge of everything and I'm making up all my thoughts and I'm making them all my actions and I'm making up all my feelings, it's all coming from inside of me. Why on earth would I make up all these other stories and beliefs that don't feel good? There's no really good answer to that, is there? You're like, no. So I learned all this stuff. So why do I keep holding on to it as if it's real? It's not. So all you do is you change from within and you change those beliefs, okay? So this is just another powerful tool about mastering your emotions. You can use this, what I taught here today, for the like in between whatever time is like, no, this helps you. I'm going to remain focused. I don't care if I get a speed bump. I don't care if I get a flat tire. I don't care if I run out of gas. I'm going to put gas in. I'm going to go put some 4x4 tires and beef my car up. I don't care. I'm going to keep going. And whatever I got to do or think to get there, I'm freaking doing it. Music, check. Bathroom clean, check. Right? Whatever, meditate, breath work. I don't care what it is that you do. If you collect miniature little houses and people and glue them on cardboard, I don't care. Do whatever the heck it is to keep you focused. Okay? So, all right, my loves, I will see you guys soon. And thank you for liking. And don't forget, I'm available for email coaching as well. And I look forward to seeing you guys next time. All right, bye.